Hello, welcome to Real English Online. My name's Liam and today we're looking at proficiency vocabulary, sports part 2. So let's have a look at the words that we're doing today. An exhibition match. So these are a little bit of fun and you'll have them in all sorts of sports, especially in football, ice hockey, basketball, and this is when you'll have two teams that don't usually perhaps play each other, and usually they are the best teams, like maybe Manchester United will go across to America and play a game there, for example. So an exhibition match is just to show off the player's skills and to show off a sport, and a lot of the time they're doing it to raise money for a good cause, like a charity perhaps. So here you can see an exhibition match between two ice hockey teams. And as I said here, a friendly game where the results don't really matter, and usually they're doing it for either to promote the sport or for a good cause. They are organising an exhibition match to raise money for charity. They're still very, very good to watch though. A sporting fixture. So if you're a sports fan, you will know all the sports fixtures of your team. You'll know the days they're playing, the opponents they're playing, and yeah, the dates they're playing. And as you can see here, for example, the World Cup, they'll always release a fixture list of who's playing who, where they're playing, and for the semi-finals, the quarterfinals, the semi-finals and the finals, they'll have the dates and the places, but obviously they don't know who's playing yet. But this is the fixtures. So a scheduled sporting event. All upcoming fixtures for next season have now been released. A grudge match. Yeah. If you're a sports fan, you'll know all about these. Maybe there is a team that you have a rivalry with. For example, in Scotland, it was Celtic and Rangers. Yes, these two teams did not like each other very much at all, and when they played it was electric, the atmosphere. No one wanted to lose, and this is kind of like a grudge match. So usually it's a very important game, or maybe a game against a team that you have a lot of rivalry with. For example, England-Germany, for some reason there seems to be a lot of rivalry there as well. So here Arsenal-Chelsea, I think that is in the picture. They're both London teams. That'll be a real grudge match. Not a friendly game, so between rival teams here usually. They beat us last time, so this is a real grudge match. The preliminaries. The preliminaries of a tournament or a race are kind of like the qualifying, so they're the beginning stages. And a lot of times in a big tournament, they'll hold preliminaries or qualifiers, and you literally have to qualify to get to the tournament. So they're the initial phases, let's say, of a tournament before it even begins. So you can see here someone taking a penalty, and it doesn't look like the keeper's gone the right way, so goal. The stages before the main tournament. They were knocked out in the preliminaries. They never even made it to the group stage. And again, if you ever watch the World Cup, yes, sometimes it'll happen to your team. And oh, the shame as you watch your national team crash out of the World Cup or the Euro Cup even before it started. Never a good feeling. Quarterfinal, semi-final. Again, these are stages of the competition. As you can see here in the picture, this is the quarterfinal. So any major tournament will have these. Quarterfinal means there's 8 teams left. This is the knockout stage, so if you lose, you're gone pretty much. Depending on the tournament, sometimes they have 2 legs and things like this. Semi-final, there's only 4 left, and of course the final, there's only 2 left. We beat Brazil in the quarterfinal, then we'll probably have to face Germany in the semi-final. Whew, that sounds pretty tough. To tie. This is never really a good thing or a bad thing. I suppose, depending who you're playing. If you're playing a better team, you're going to be very happy to tie. If you are the best team and you're playing an underdog and you're expected to win, then a tie you're not really going to be happy with. So if you have a look at the scoreboard here, you can see 5-5, or 5-5 is the score. They're tied. To end the game in a draw, to have the same score. We tied our last game 3-3. A sports venue. Now you'll hear this quite a lot, and you'll also see it, especially I would say in the ECP exam. They like the word venue. It can be used for many things. A wedding venue, sports venue. This is just the place where something takes place. So you can see here, this is a sports venue, and if you know which stadium this is, post it in the comments please. And if you look carefully at the picture, very carefully at the picture, it actually tells you where it is. Okay, so this is one of the biggest sports venues in the UK. Almost well known, should I say. The place where an event takes place. I don't think this is a very good sporting venue, and I'm not talking about this one, I'm just talking generally. So if you say this about a sports venue, you don't like it as a facility. To be on the ropes. Now this is an expression. The last couple here are actually all expressions from sports. So if you are on the ropes, things aren't going too well. And yes, it comes from boxing, of course. If someone has their opponent on the ropes, it's kind of looking like this. You're getting smashed, and it's not a good thing. You'll always see, if you've ever seen Rocky, you see the trainer, stay off the ropes, stay off the ropes. Because if you go on the ropes, you're going to go downtown. Okay? You're struggling. And that's exactly what this expression means. Now we use it, in fact, not just for sports, all over the thing, you know, for any kind of competition or, you know, every day. If you're on the ropes, you are struggling with something. We aren't playing very well. We've been on the ropes for the last 20 minutes. In other words, your team is not playing at its peak performance. To jump the gun, another expression. So where does this come from? Think about it. Oh yes, like during athletics, at the start of a race, you know, you have the wee guy with the gun here, and then everyone's got to start. And if you've ever watched the Olympics, you'll know sometimes people false start. In other words, they jump the gun. They start running before the gun has gone off, which you're not allowed to do. And that's what this expression means. If you jump the gun, you start too early. And nowadays, again, we use this when it's nothing to do with sports. We can use it, oh, I think you've jumped the gun, means you've reached a decision too quickly. So it's a very useful expression. The athlete in the third lane keeps jumping the gun. So this is literal, and this is to do with sports. To throw in the towel. Another boxing expression. So if, let's link it with the other one that we just did, to be on the ropes. If a boxer is on the ropes and he's getting absolutely pounded, sometimes the coach or his trainer will throw in the towel. And that basically means he is quitting the game or pulling his boxer out of the ring, and he's conceding the match. So you would do that obviously to, you know, protect the boxer, because sometimes they can get obviously severely injured. And if the trainer thinks this is the case, like you can see here, this guy has been knocked out pretty much, or he's down, and if he gets back up, there's only one thing that's going to happen. He's going to get absolutely pounded on. His trainer might throw in the towel, which means enough is enough, to quit. The boxer was outclassed, so his trainer threw in the towel. Alright, so I hope that's been useful. If you want any more vocabulary, check out our money videos with lots of useful, yummy expressions about money. Thank you very much for watching. If you like these videos, likey, and share them with your friends. Thanks for watching. Bye.